Have you ever wanted to partner with Navigate and I podcast and feature your brand on our episode? Make sure to send us an email at navigateandipodcast@gmail.com and let's partner together. We have different tiers that can help you become successful. Make sure to hit us up and we'll catch you in the email. On to the episode. Hello, everybody. It's Annika LaQuette here, the host and creator of Navigate and I podcast. And y'all, we have somebody on with us today. We have Michel'le. Hey, girl. How are you?
Hi. I'm good. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. So y'all, before we get started, if you are new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you will not miss any of our episodes that air on Mondays and Wednesdays. Mondays at 7 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, become an undeniable with us and hit the subscribe button. And if you are returning, hey, undeniable, welcome back. So y'all, let's get into it. Y'all, I'm so excited. So first and foremost, Michel'le, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am 34. I graduated from Coastal Carolina University with a degree in mass communications, a minor in journalism. I always wanted to be in front of the camera. I watched a lot of television with my dad growing up, watched a lot of ESPN sports and stuff. So I always wanted to go into sports analysis or sports journalism, commentary, something like that.
Okay, that's good. I majored in mass communications at Morris College. If I had a bow tie, the Morris College. So, yes, I love that. Come on, mass communications in the building, period. Yes, people sleep on us. But the thing about it is a lot of people do not know what mass communications is. So they think like, okay, we all communicate. So what is that? But
it's such a broad topic, umbrella of things, because
it is.
When I went into it for journalism.
Right.
But the job that I work now, I'm a multimedia specialist, so I do filming, editing, things like photography. All that goes under the umbrella of mass communications.
It does.
You're communicating with storytelling, with the visuals, all of that.
Yep. And that's exactly what it is. So, yeah, I understand all of that. Okay, so the next question is, what version of yourself do you miss, and which version are you proud of right now?
Okay. I guess the version of myself that I missed is elementary school me, because I was fearless. I was just ready. I just thought I knew it all, could take on the world. And just having that childlike innocence.
Right.
So I do miss that version, but I'm actually proud of who I am today.
That's
more
good.
than any aspect or era of my life.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, elementary school, yeah, things were easy. You could play with glue, paint, all that cute stuff. No bills, take a little nappy nap, and you good. Okay? So, so I understand exactly what you're talking about. So the next question is, what does resilience mean to you?
Resilience means working through whatever situation that you are going through. When I hear the word resilience, for some reason I always picture mountain climbing.
Yes.
Like, the scene with the snow blazing all around. You got the pickaxe going all the way up till you reach that top. You don't let anything stop you.
Yeah.
At all, no matter what.
I agree with you. Yes, I do. And that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, climbing a mountain and keep going and keep going. And yeah, something might happen, but keep going. Like, I completely understand what you mean by that. Yes, I'm definitely understand that. Okay, so what's something you're still learning or unlearning right now?
I am unlearning being afraid.
Yeah.
I am learning, which is something that I've always known, but I'm utilizing.
Yeah.
I am utilizing speaking life, speaking positivity, speaking light. I know I mentioned in my write up the whole situation where I went into the coma, and so I am learning after that situation how to utilize every day.
Yeah.
Every day, try to get something accomplished. Every day, try to do something new, not being afraid to step out because things can change in an instant, like
Yeah.
that situation. It I went to work that day, came back and everything, and then boom, wake up 3, 4 days later.
Wow.
So
Wow.
those
Yeah.
are things that I'm really.
Yeah. And could you talk a little bit about being in a coma? Like, what happened?
So it was in July. I think I came back to July 24th. I went to work that day. I
Hmm.
had been to hospital earlier that month.
Okay.
Um, I was sick. I had something called cyclical vomiting syndrome, and it's an episode where you're like constantly vomiting. So I
Yeah.
had one of those episodes, and I was still feeling fatigue, and then it gets hot.
Yeah.
So all that, I was back at work, went to work that day. Went to my friend's house and actually stayed there the evening. And that stuff I don't even remember. The last thing I remember before I went back up was leaving my job,
Okay.
like pulling out of the parking lot. I don't remember getting there. I don't remember anything that happened that day.
Mm.
But we went to sleep and something made him, I guess, check, and I was unresponsive.
Wow.
So they sent me to McLeod. Um, I remember he told me that what is it, the priest come and tell you, things are not looking good.
Hmm.
My parents came. My mom, she prayed.
Oh
My
yeah.
friend's mom prayed. My dad, he was calling people, getting them to pray. Um, And I know my mom, she told me that they were like, well, there's nothing else that we can really do here. I can call her insurance and see if she can get airlifted to do.
Hmm.
So I got airlifted, which is the first time I flew
Oh wow.
anywhere. And I didn't even know.
Right.
I was like, oh, God. So, yeah, which is crazy. So I was always afraid to get on the plane. So now I'm like,
Hmm.
I'm ready. But they did all that. I was on the ventilator for like 3 or 4 days.
Ooh.
They didn't know how long my brain went without oxygen.
Hmm.
When I read back through my hospital notes, it said that I was a level 3 on the Haslow coma scale. So basically, I had the brain capacity of a rock.
Ooh.
So
Lord.
they told my parents, and it's in my notes, that they thought, even if I did come back too, I would probably be delayed,
Hmm.
probably have memory, all of these things. And I woke up, they asked me a couple of questions, I answered everyone, and it was just like I was asleep.
Wow. Come on now. Mm.
Yeah. My mom, I woke up and she had like a note on the little whiteboard saying that I love gospel music, and she said that she'd come in the room and put a tablet on my chest and just
Hmm.
have that playing scriptures, healing scriptures,
Mm.
and just going in, hearing it, even though she wasn't even sure if I could hear it or not, just have it playing and having gospel playing. And
Right. Mm. That's that. Yeah, that's amazing. That is like amazing. And you know what? Like when you were saying all these like negative things about, we don't know if she will be at 100%, or we don't know if she's gonna live. Things like that that you hear from doctors or other people telling you. I've always like said this, and I've adopted this as of recently. That saying is you cannot how does it go? Sight. Hold on, it's a scripture. You can't walk by only just faith alone. You got you can't walk by sight, stuff like
mm,
that. You just got to walk by faith. You can't walk by sight.
yeah,
But I also include hearing as well, because
Yeah.
negative things, like you could see stuff happening, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm scared. But you also, when your eyes are closed, you still can hear. So if you are picking up on negative things or negative thoughts, that could still deter your vision and your goal. And you literally are a testament of like what could happen
Yeah.
after a coma. And people are like, oh my gosh, I don't know, she might be a vegetable. I don't know. Look at you.
Yeah.
You are flourishing. You are doing so many great things for the community and yourself. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you,
like you
Lord.
were talking about with hearing,
Yes.
they say, well, not they say, but in Genesis, this whole earth
Hmm.
is word activated.
Yes.
Everything that was created here, besides man,
Right.
well, besides Eve, because he had to take out of Adam's rib,
Yeah.
but everything else was voice activated. He
Hmm.
spoke. He said, "Let there be," and there was.
Right.
And my mom's favorite scripture is, "There's life and death in the power of the tongue."
That's
So
true.
whenever she heard those things, she began to, bind it, because whatever you bind on earth, you
Hmm.
bind it in heaven. Whatever you loose on earth is loose in heaven. So
Right.
she bound up every negative report, and it was important for her to loose. Okay, well, my child will come forward. She
Hmm.
will be mentally capacitated. She will be fine.
Right.
And my recovery was quick, a whole lot quicker than what they thought
Mm.
it was going to be.
Glory to God. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
That's inspiring. Okay. Yeah, for anybody watching who has been through what she's been through, or you're going through that now, listen to the story, okay? And keep God first. That's what I would say. Like, yeah,
yeah.
that's inspiring. Okay. I'll give you 5 seconds to send us an email saying that you want to be a partner with us. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so the next question is if your future self was listening right now, what would you tell them to stop stressing about?
My future self.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, goodness, I'm so used to past self.
Uh-huh. Girl, I'll be giving them questions out.
I would probably tell her everything is gonna work out.
Yeah.
Anything that's going on in whatever season you are right now is
Mhm.
going to work out. Because I mean, look at where you came from.
Right.
So if you can come from that, you can definitely get through this, and you know for a fact that you are not alone. You're
Mm-hmm.
not forsaken. So you're fine. It is all going to work for your good.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Okay, future self, because you're gonna be watching this years from now, and you're
Yep.
gonna be like, "Oh yeah, my past self was right." So yes, future self, you understand. So yes, I understand that. All right. The next question is, what advice would you give our listeners about managing how to juggle multiple talents? Because you have a
Don't
lot, girl.
hide them. Yeah. Don't hide them. For one, like the parable of the master and the servants with the talents. And each person went out and they magnified their talent. They used it, which I know talent represents money in that parable, but
Mm-hmm.
we gonna use the word. They went out and they used their talent, and they was able to bring back more than what they had. And the one that hid his talent, he got in trouble. He got rebuked.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever talent that you have, don't hide it, because it was there for a reason, and you don't know whose blessing is tied up in what you have
Right.
inside of you. Like Moses, for example, if he didn't utilize his talents, even though he didn't think he had them, because he said, I stutter and this and that.
Uh-huh.
If he didn't utilize what he had, the Israelites wouldn't have went free. So
Right.
you don't know who you can free through your talents, whether that's baking, um, filming, singing,
Mm-hmm.
playing a sport. You don't know what kind of impact your talent can make if you don't use it.
Right. I agree. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. I tell people to use their talents all the time. I'm like, it's a reason God bless you with those gifts. You're supposed to use them or you'll lose them. Period. Or somebody else will have them and then you be mad. So, yeah, so I agree with you. The next question is, I saw that you're the first lady of Straight Through the Ropes talk show. So tell us a little bit about that show, because I saw a little bit of it. I said, hold on, let me tell her.
Well, like I said, I watch a lot of sports with my dad, and one of the things that stuck was wrestling. A lot of my content is wrestling content.
I saw.
Combat, sports, things of that nature. And so I was working one day and this girl was on TikTok and she was like, my friends are looking for somebody to be on a podcast. And I'd never been on a podcast before. And I was to the point to where I was working behind the camera.
Right.
I didn't really get in front of the camera too much because going back to the talents thing, when I was in school interning, I remember one of the people that was a mentor said, well, I don't think journalism will work for you because you're just too country. Nobody like listening to your voice. So I had refined myself to being behind the camera. I was like, well, I can film, I'll direct, I tell the people what to say. Right. This and that. But when I saw her post, I'm like, well, I do kind of want to try to see. It's just us talking. And it blew up a whole lot bigger than what I thought it was going to do. It led to me going to working with another podcast, a 5-star podcast. I saw that. I've been able to interview some wrestlers. I have interviews in the works and I'm working on now with other people in the sports entertainment arena. That's good. So if I didn't use my talent, I wouldn't become the first lady at STR. So, period. Yes. Yeah. Come on now. First lady. Yes. I like that. Yes, I love that. So the next question is, like, do you have any upcoming projects you're working on that you'd like to share? Right now, I'm just trying to get my TikTok back on because I took a break. Okay. From filming. So that I have the Straight Through the Ropes podcast that comes on every Wednesday night at 9 on YouTube, Instagram. Right now, I do have some interviews on the way. Once I get things set in stone, I can talk more about that. Okay. I'm also a wedding content creator. I saw that. So with that, it's not wedding photography or videography. I'm not replacing it at all. Okay. But what I provide for brides is same day or a day after content that they can post on their wedding day. So recap videos, if they want to do TikTok trends, things of that nature, I film that stuff for them. Usually I edit it at the venue because I have pretty cool brides. So while I'm eating, I edit certain things, airdrop it to them. Next day I send them a couple of other things, but it's just something that they can have because we live in a social media age. We do. And sometimes, well, a lot of times, photographers and videographers, they can see something, but nothing really, not a lot of content that you can get to post in a day because then, you're excited. Right. Right. Tell the world. Yes. So with my business, I do that, and I also do multimedia coordination for small businesses in the area. So commercials, content, anything like that a small business want to film, all they have to do is reach out to me. Okay. If there are any creators that need a videographer to film their content, because I have experience, I go out. I was just out today. I filmed some content for a creator here in Florence that was interviewing the lady that owns Angry Chicken in the sushi place right next door. Yeah. So I do a little bit of it all
Okay.
when it comes to filming and stuff. So
Okay. Yeah. Me, you need to talk after this because yes, I like that
yeah,
idea. I love that.
yeah.
And let's see. Last thing is give yourself a shout out. Tell everyone where they can follow you and everything.
Okay, well, you can follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Threads, Twitter. Everything is Lele4260.
Okay.
My name is Michel'le Burns on Facebook, like the singer. There's
Mhm.
something in my heart. So,
Okay.
oh, and on YouTube, it is Lay Fabe, and that's where you can catch a lot of my interviews, a lot of my wrestling content, podcast appearances, and things of that nature.
Okay.
But if you want to book me for a wedding, that is Forever Posted SC, and that's Forever Posted SC.com and Forever Posted SC on Instagram, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And if you wanted to book me for anything business, it's at your socials.
Okay. That's good. Come on now. Yeah, y'all follow her,
Yeah.
book her. Okay, because she knows what she be doing. I saw some videos. I was like, come on now, period. So yes, I want to thank you so much for coming on Navigating Our podcast today.
Thank you for having me.
You're
I
welcome.
really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Make sure to tune in on Monday at 7 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time because we're going to have an all-new Motivational Monday with your host, Annika LaQuette. And remember, yes, life was delayed, but it never gave denied. I'm your host, Annika LaQuette, and you just listened to Never Gave Denied podcast with Michel'le. Bye, y'all. I know you're not going to deny subscription. It's a whole new season and you're still playing. Click here to subscribe and click here for more episodes because we want to see you and become undeniable with us. Period.